Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of Storm King's Thunder, our Dungeons and Dragons campaign that we are running here. It's good to have you here on the live stream with us. As always, you can watch us here every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time. So whatever that works out to for where you are in the world. With me, we've got a delightful cast of characters. Starting out, Canine, who are you playing today?
Who was that to?
That was Canine.
Oh, sorry. I am playing Droust, the monk drow.
Excellent. Tiara.
I'm playing Mordecai, the human ranger.
All right. Leo.
Hi, I'm playing some guy. Kobold, old Nank, sorcerer.
Jake, who have we got with you?
I'm playing Coco Tricknips, the Force Gnome Rogue slash Cleric.
Excellent. And Jason.
I will be playing Fritz, the half-elf paladin.
Excellent. And I, of course, am Lauren. I am your dungeon master. I'll be doing most of the people who are not these guys. So let's go ahead. We'll jump over to the map we were on, which was the city of Tribor. We can talk a little bit about what happened last time, I guess. Basically, you all arrived at the town of Tribor after dealing with some cloud giant shenanigans, I suppose, on board the floating castle, with some invading dwarves and strange cultists. You arrived at the town of Tribor. You did a bit of shopping. You met a new friend named Fritz. New to everyone except Droust. Droust already was aware of who Fritz was. And then the party split up. Nank and Droust headed to the tavern, kind of the seedy underbelly of the town, and Nank proceeded to clean up in a drinking contest, since he currently cannot become drunk at all due to his wild magic surging.
Who's Droust? Do you require a percentage of the winnings?
I mean, I won't say no if you want to give them to me.
I'll give you 4 gold.
Very kind of you.
It's perfect because he has no idea how much money I made.
The rest of the group found out about a lovely, very lovely sort of woods near the town, named Gueron's Slumber. Mordecai was very interested in heading over to such a place, due to backstory reasons. As was, I believe, Fritz was also interested in heading over there, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they, along with Coco, headed into the woods, where it was rumored that the god Gueron or Maliki would come to you at night. Something did indeed come to you at night, in the form of a really creepy giant creature that probably wanted to kill you all. And bravely you ran away. It was probably the smart choice. It is still nighttime, and we are going to pick up as you run off. It's kind of middle of the night, like two in the morning, probably, something like that. I think we'd established pretty late at night. And your group is currently splintered. Nank and Droust still at the tavern, and the rest of you kind of coming out. You are actually emerging here by the 6 windows, which is this place right over here. This is a boarding house in town. So that is where you are coming from.
Did we get any rest? I'm struggling to remember. I think I got like before I was woken up, right? Got
Yeah, well, I think you hadn't really used much of anything. So I mean, yeah, you would have had a couple of hours of rest before.
yeah. I just want to prevent
Yeah,
exhaustion.
yeah, you would have had a couple of hours of rest, but you have not had a long rest for the evening. So what is the plan here?
Probably get more rest. I don't have my notebook with me, which had a list of things to do, so I'm improvising.
Circling back with the rest of the group, and then trying to go back into the forest. That's what I wanted to do.
Where the monster was?
Yeah, I guess if there's more of us.
Oh yeah. Well, we can. I guess we can try that.
Hi.
All right, so I guess we should go grab everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you would have known that. I think Nank and Drouse said that they were headed over to this tavern. So that is something you would be aware of.
All right, let's go over there then. Tell them what happened and see what they say.
Sounds good.
There are just 17 people passed out on the floor.
Yeah, I mean that's basically the scene. Is like Nank is kind of as you walk into this tavern, Nank is kind of holding court. There is this bartender there.
Drinking is not. It's not all about drinking. It's about a state of mind. This is how you keep on drinking.
And like I think Nank is just like has a pile of coins that he is just like probably playing with here. Droust, what would you be doing? Would you have partaken in the drinking or?
Rouse does not drink.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He'd probably just be kind of making sure that Nank doesn't make a massive ass of himself and bring the whole town down on them.
Yeah.
That's too late. I think I ruined the local economy for the next 2 decades.
Doesn't matter.
So that's what the group would walk into. Is just kind of Nank with his winnings. Yeah. What?
Nank, there's a monster in the forest. I'm a little groggy and tired of running because Mordecai runs like gazelle. They have those here? I don't even know.
I think you should have a drink. That will help you.
Yeah, I'll take a swig.
Is it like 90 proof alcohol? The bartender gave it. The only thing left.
Yeah, it is a hardcore drink.
Hope we just falls face down.
I didn't even think about it before I took a swig.
Luther.
One swig, you'll be fine.
Do we want to go kill the monster, or I don't see a point really?
I do.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Well, he's representing my god, and he's not.
Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah, plus he's probably going to kill other people that try to go sleep in there.
I didn't think about the false god thing. Yeah, we can go if you want to go and try to kill it or just die. Either way.
What did the monster look like?
Tall, lanky, gianty.
Yeah, very much so.
I haven't set anything on fire for like 3 days. I'm feeling rusty. Go.
Yes, we could all do with a good fight.
We're gonna rest, or do we need to rest, or are we just gonna go back?
I don't maybe rest.
Someone lead the way. I'm dealing with the effects of whatever this alcohol may or may not have done.
Yeah, I mean, Coco, yeah, go ahead and make a Constitution save. Let's just see how well we'll do with this. Why not? Constitution saves are always fun. I mean, this thing is going to hit you, right? This is going to very much just kind of burn all the way down with the amount of alcohol that is in this particular drink.
Next thing you know, he's masterclass into drunken. Just from that one drink.
Like I don't know that you're like one swig is not going to be enough to like make you drunk or anything, but like this hits you hard, and it's probably going to kind of knock you around here for just a little bit, but you'll be fine unless you continue drinking. If you continue drinking, this is definitely going to send you into some.
I have a decent amount of wisdom, so I'm not gonna.
You do see Nen carry a bottle of it, swigging it along this walk.
Do I know that you did the wild magic? Or I think you mentioned in the first game that I
mentioned that I didn't necessarily say why.
Right, you just said I can take anybody. Let's go to a bar and drink them under the table.
Well, you know, Nenk is just a hardcore alcoholic.
Hate that.
All right, so the group, I guess, is going to head back out into the forest. That seems reasonable. A little more wary this time, I would imagine. A little less, camping, having a good time. More looking for this creature. Probably Mordecai. Why don't I have you roll a survival check and see if you can find any kind of awareness of this thing.
Yikes.
So heading into the forest, you're going to, I would imagine, probably head back to kind of where you were before, where you were camping and had encountered this thing the first time. And when you get there, there is not going to be any evidence of it being there. You're not going to spot anything just offhand, even as you're kind of looking around. Like you're not seeing anything that would indicate where this creature was.
Anyone want a chili pepper? I have chili.
Say it again.
Anyone want a chili pepper? I have some chili.
I'm gonna hold off on taking thing from you.
I have
For a
the
little
red
bit.
hot kind,
Very wise choice.
white ice cold, the blue sparky, the green smelly, blackburny.
Someone's marking that down.
Chat
What are
says
we doing,
that
guys?
Chat says that blue is their favorite color of pepper.
Anyone want to do something to lure the giant?
We have to.
I mean, what would one do to lure a giant?
Jason, I think you cut out there. You were saying something.
Do we have to rest again or go back to sleep? I think that's how we lured last time.
I mean, that's certainly something you can try.
Well, it already recognized 3 of us, so let's use like diversion.
Do you want me to shout hello?
What if Droust, Nank, because they wouldn't recognize, or he wouldn't recognize you guys, go hide, and I guess a diversion would be us 3 who he saw just pretend like we're going to sleep or something. I don't know. Any better ideas I'm open to.
Is it still dark, by the way?
Yeah, this is still probably like, I mean, because you went back into town, came back out. It's probably taken another hour or 2 to get into the forest here. So this may be like 4 in the morning, something like that at this point.
Okay, good, because I have 120 foot range dark vision. Can I see anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay, can I out of 60?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Okay, can I do it to look and see out of 60 feet?
Sure. Yeah.
But I do.
All right. Droust, you're peering out into the forest around you, and kind of the trees are pressing in and that sort of thing. You, let's see. You are just going to kind of see, just at the very edge of your vision, kind of back behind the trees. You're going to see just a little wisp of movement. Like something has moved through the brush out in the forest around you.
I may have found something. Could be animal, could be the giant. And I'll just kind of point it out to the group.
It's one of those things like you're not even sure if you saw an actual thing or if it was just like a branch moving or something, right? But whatever it was an unnatural movement. It wasn't something that you would normally spot.
That's just
Well,
not
Drow's,
strange.
if you want to check it out, I'll go with you.
Oh, wait,
Of course.
I just had a random thought, Dodge Master.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bottle of very strong alcohol, and I also have a spare set of common clothes.
Yes.
Make a Molotov.
I think that is definitely something you could work on crafting. Definitely. All right. Yeah, you've got a fiery cocktail that as soon as you set it on fire, it will exactly.
Pulls out real Molotov cocktail.
No, an empty bottle in a sock.
I know.
So what is the plan here? You've got a Molotov cocktail. You've got Droust who has seen something.
Mordecai, you're good in the woods. How do you want to kill this thing?
If you're sure that you saw something, then we can go check it out.
Well, I definitely saw something. I'm just not entirely sure.
Well, it's too late now. You said it, so if the plan fails, it's your fault. Let's just go.
Fair enough. Droust will bear that responsibility.
By the way, who's good at throwing stuff?
Someone who's got dex, I would assume.
Oh, I've got
I can
thought
make
it team.
arts. I also have other skills.
I don't know what kind of modifier would be involved in throwing a Molotov. It's a strength dex.
I was thinking strength, but if it's dex, I'm pretty good with dex.
I was thinking it's about helping.
I'm looking to see if I can find any anyone else who has done one of these. Yeah, probably basically just a firebomb. I think would be the closest thing. 60-foot range, 2d6 fire damage on a hit. Yeah, I think that's the closest thing to it.
That beast.
Strength or dex?
I think it is a strength throw to throw it.
Usually throwing, just lobbing something. Strength, I think, and more careful aiming. Dex.
Correct.
Oh.
All right. So
Big guy in armor.
all right. So how are you headed into the forest? What are you trying to do here?
I'll light a lantern.
Hey,
I'll go
big
a bit
guy
further ahead
in metal.
so I
Hmm?
can see.
You want a bomb?
What?
I didn't hear that, Jason.
Or want a what?
Do you want a bomb?
It's a bob.
Something that goes. You set this on fire. Goes boom when you throw it.
My dex isn't that high, but
Strength.
It's strength. Yeah.
oh, it's strength. And yeah,
Have a bomb. I had them a Molotov cocktail.
All right. Yeah, so basically, it's an action to use this. It has a range of 60 feet. You throw it using strength. Basically, wherever you throw it, everything within 5 feet of the target needs to make a dex save, or else they will take damage. So that is kind of the basics of it.
So should we sneak up on it and then someone lob the Molotov in, and then we start raining fury?
I guess we should. Well, see if we can identify what it is, and then if we can confirm that it is
With a
the
closer look, see what it is.
throw the bomb before people get there, because it sounds like it has a bit of a blast radius.
Okay, well, somebody make. I'm here supporting Mordecai. Someone make a move.
I'll go ahead. I can
Alright.
see anyway.
All right, so you step into the forest. You're being aware. You're headed in the direction where you just saw.
I'll probably stealth as well, or I'll try to make sure that this thing doesn't hear me coming up on it.
Okay. Oh, excellent. Yeah, stealth check is very good. You're going to quietly move through the woods over towards where you saw this movement. And as you get closer to it, you're going to kind of see. Roll one more perception check for me. I'll give you advantage on it because you're kind of looking at this point specifically for signs of this. All right. You're not seeing any creatures here in the woods. The only thing that you can kind of see is there's kind of a branch of a tree that is just like not swaying like the rest of the tree would in the light breeze that is going. It's kind of actually pushed back at a slightly weird angle that you normally wouldn't see a branch pushed at.
I'm going to stop.
Am I within 60 feet of where this is happening?
This is probably right out. I mean, if you're following along, you could be. If you're hanging back in kind of the clearing where everybody camped, then no.
I'm going to follow along as well and just kind of keep within the perimeter of how far I can throw that firebomb.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me as well, Fritz.
Let's just say within 6 feet.
Oh crap.
Dross. See him.
Say it again, Leo. Sorry, you were cutting out.
I'd like to stay 60 feet behind Roust as well. See him, what he's doing, something.
Okay, I'm with Nank.
Okay. So basically, everybody's kind of sticking about 60 feet behind Droust. Droust, you move up, and you're kind of examining this thing. 60 feet behind you, everybody else is kind of moving along. Nank is moving quietly. Fritz, not so much.
Do you wear heavy armor, Fritz?
I believe he does.
Clank, clank.
And just suddenly out of right in front of you, Droust, a figure is just going to appear, and it's a giant figure. It has not spotted you, but it has seen Fritz, and it is going to charge towards Fritz. So what we're gonna do?
Can I fire off something?
Yeah, here's what we're gonna do is we're going to kind of rearrange. So you're kind of on this side of this creature. Fritz, you and Coco. Mordecai, are you kind of hanging back? Where were you in connection with everyone else?
Hanging back.
Okay. So this is just kind of we're gonna, distances are a little different here on this map, but just something kind of like that. Well, actually, that's not too bad. It's within range. This creature is going to come charging out towards Fritz. So, Droust, what I'm going to do is you can make a surprise attack against it here at the beginning of the round. And what I'd like everybody else to do is to roll initiative for me, please.
Not lost. Someone is slower. Finally.
And it hit my icon.
That's okay. I'm adjusting it here in the.
Is this like a surprise round, or do we get to act?
You'll get to act this round.
First, don't cheat us. You rolled a 7. We all saw it.
Mordecai, Nick. Okay, that looks like everyone is in the turn order. Very good.
I had a 10, by the way. I didn't have my token selected.
Okay, that's a 10.
Right, set a 7.
All right, excellent. All right, so Droust, I will give you. Mm-hmm.
First, set a 7.
There we go. Got it.
Mordecai is not on it.
Yeah, I'm not added. I got 25.
I've got you at the very top of the list here.
Oh, it's not on mine.
All right, let me re-add you.
I think mine was 21, but now it's 7.
Yeah, you rolled a 7
you rolled a
first.
7.
Then you re-roll because it didn't show.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice try, though. Nice try.
I'm up. First time I rolled it because I didn't click on my character.
You
Gotcha.
rolled a 5 when you tried to roll for deception.
All
I'm
right.
kidding.
So first up in the turn order, because you get a surprise attack, Droust, we're gonna let you go first here.
Rolled so shit.
Alright, so I am going to kind of step out from behind the tree, seeing this thing running, and I am going to fire a radiant sun bolt.
Nice. Sounds
So it's essentially it's just D4 and it's radiant damage. It's just like an unarmed strike, but it's up to...
well. It's a critical hit as well. It's a good way to get this started. For 8 damage.
8 radiant damage.
Droust is a Dragon Ball character.
I am. He is a Super Saiyan.
What's his
This is the creature you're fighting, by the way.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, Droust regrets so many things.
You're a drow and you fire sunlight.
Yes.
You made some poor life.
The little one.
Mordecai, you are up next.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
All right. This creature is going to be marked.
So 18.
All right, yeah, an 18 is going to hit.
Hunter's Mark, Colossus Slayer, and then +2 because it's a favorite enemy.
All right. That's a bunch of damage. We will just do 9. Let's do it that way. All right. Yeah, that was a crap ton of damage, I think we can basically say. What does that look like as you do it, Tira or Mordecai?
I hate this thing, so probably a lot of anger behind that arrow. Probably try and shoot it right between the eyes, as is tradition.
As is tradition. I like it. Coco.
I'm going to invoke duplicity. How do I put that on?
Where do you have it listed?
My features, traits.
You just click the, there's like a little speech icon. There you go. All right.
I
All
don't
right.
know if that's an action or a... Yeah, it's an...
Yeah, it's your action. All right. Yeah, there is a suddenly a second Coco appears. I like it.
And I'm going to hide behind it.
All right. I'm just going to duplicate your token here, and you're just kind
Can
of
I move him?
Yeah. You should be able to. What I'm going to do
Cool.
is I'm going to mark this one as your duplicate. We're going to put a little purple dot on it so you know it's not you.
Roger.
All
I'm
right.
done.
All right. Nink is up.
So it's what, 4 a.m. roundabout?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's, Nank wants his beautiful sleep, so he wants it over fast. So I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to use in spell. So as a bonus action, I'm going to use Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So maybe 3 attacks. So it's gonna say I used 3 spell slots, but for one because I have to do 3 times
Gotcha. Yep.
on the.
Let's see. The 16 and the 26 will both hit.
Right. Getting a crit. So that's 19 points of fire damage, and as an action, I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Excellent.
That's on 19.
19 is also going to hit. Yep. 2 more damage.
What did I say? 19, 21 points of fire damage.
Excellent. Droust, you're going to get another attack on this.
I want to move closer to it.
Oh, yep.
30.
Yeah, so I'll probably kind of run up behind it and kick the back of its knee. Forward one arm strike. Crap.
That is going to miss.
No. Alright, and I'm going to spend a key point and move into patient defense.
Alright.
So I'm taking the dodge action as a bonus.
Okay. Fritz.
How close? I guess are the rest? How close is the rest of the group to?
Droust is the only one who is within 5 feet of this creature.
I get advantage on deck saves anyway, so
Get up in there, Fritz. You're a paladin, right?
Yeah. So whether you're going to throw the
Ooh, yeah,
cocktail
the
or not.
Molotov.
Just throw it like 5 feet next to it, so it's just the blast only hits it.
You can throw it and then pray for him later.
What do you think, Droust?
go for it. I have dodge gives me advantage on deck saves, so
Can he not just throw it next to the Oni, so only the blast radius hits it, but not Droust?
Yeah, he definitely could do that. If
Will you less damage if I do that?
yes, because there's more damage from a direct hit.
I don't want to set my friend on fire, so I'm gonna just short this
Okay.
and hit him with blast radius.
Okay. So you're going to throw this next to. You're going to kind of set it on fire using your fantasy Zippo, and throw this next to the to this creature. The fire is going to flare up. It is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Uh, 17 is going to save. So it is not going to take any damage from that.
We just started the forest fire.
Yeah, there is now blaze, kind of licking at the forest. All right, this creature. Let's see. He is going to. Let's see. It is going to cast.
Death on itself.
Yeah, that's definitely the thing. It's going to cast Sleep. It's going to do it basically kind of in an area where both what it's seen is Coco and Nenk next to each other, right?
Good night.
So that is going to happen. So let's see what happens here. That's only a 12. That's actually not going to send either of you to sleep. So
Nope.
I can't make my illusion sleep, right?
right,
No.
exactly.
So it'd be all on me, but it's my entire HP, you know.
Yep,
So it doesn't work.
it does not work. But it was a good try from this thing. Let's see what else it can do. It's going to take a little bit of its health back as well. All right, Mordecai is up.
Longbow again.
All right. 21 will also hit.
And +2. Favorite enemy.
All right, excellent. Coco.
I'm going to cast Vine. Hold on. Whoops. Guiding Bolt. Ooh, I can cast it at more than one level.
Let's see.
How do I make it?
If you click on the spell in the little icon next to it, you can change it to an attack instead of the spell card.
Ooh. I changed it.
Let me see. Pull up your character sheet real quick.
Output attack. Is that what I'm changing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed it to attack.
Well, it does not have an attack set up. Let's change it back. Change it back to spell card. Real quick. Let's see. Well, your attack should be. Let me just look here. We'll get this set up real quick. Do an attack. It is 46 radiant. All right, and we will include the description in throw. All right, try it now. There you go. That should work a little bit better. A ranged spell attack. So that is going to be for you. Your spell attack bonus is 3, so it's a d20 plus 3. I'm not sure why it's still not doing an attack as part of that.
And to roll just a d20, I click.
You can just type into chat. You can do a /roll space d20 plus 3.
Shouldn't be his modifier plus proficiency though.
It should be. You're correct. Although I think that actually might be including it, because his plus 3 is, what is your spellcasting ability? Is it wisdom? Yeah, that's his. The plus 3 is his total. So that's a 16. A 16 is going to hit though. So that is going to be 18 damage.
And people get advantage until the end of.
Right. Yep. The next attack roll. Whoever attacks next has advantage, which is probably Nank the Mighty.
Yep. I'm still gonna get a little bit closer till I'm just about 15 feet away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Then partly following the chat's advice, I am going to eat a blue pepper. That's a bonus action.
All right.
So as an action, I do a lightning breath weapon on.
All right. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It is going to fail that, so it is going to take the full damage.
1 point of lightning damage.
All right. Droust is up.
Yay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop 2 unarmed strikes against him.
Well, that's going to hit.
And
So will that one. For 8 more damage.
it bludgeoning, yeah.
All right. Fritz.
I think I'm a little ways away, so I'm gonna use double my movement to
get up next to it.
closer.
All right. So that will be your action as well as your movement. But yeah, you are up next to it. All right, this creature, it's going to start by regaining some health. It is going to use its weapons. It has a giant glaive that it is going to swing with. The first swing is going to be at Droust.
Yay.
That is a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. That is going to be 7 points of damage. And it is going to turn with its claw. In the other hand, it is going to swipe at Fritz. That is an 11, so that's going to miss, I believe, for you. Mordecai.
Same thing.
Kill it, Dad.
12 is going to miss. Coco.
I'm gonna shoot him with my gun. Do I get sneak attack with this since somebody's in 5 feet, or no?
If someone's within 5 feet, yeah, you would get to add your sneak attack. 23 is a hit. So 17 total damage. Nank.
Takes a lot of damage.
I'm gonna nuke it. I will use my last 2 sorcery points to quicken spell a level 2 magic missile.
Okay.
16 damage for that, then my action is to use the lightning breath again.
Okay. It's a dex save. Let's do that real quick. It does not save. All right, so it's going to take all of this damage.
21.
Yeah. This is going to be enough. This is going to kill this thing. Like, what does this look like as you, like, blast it with magic missile and breathe fire on it?
I make 4, like, glowing points of light. Take a deep breath and just breathe out a cone of lightning as the 4, like, beams of go center all on it.
Do I need to make a dex save?
No, you're not. Like, I'm aiming it. Can I?
Yeah, I mean,
15-foot cone should be able to angle it so he's not.
yeah.
Although, wait,
I'm just thinking here.
15. Wait, if Fritz and Drows are like flanking it, I think I might one.
Yeah, one of them would definitely have to make a.
Can I get closer to it? Or just like get right in his face and just do it then at point blank.
Yeah, that would work. Because the cone is going to spread out past them. Then, yep, that would work.
Point blank range.
All right. That is going to be enough to kill this. This charred, lightning-struck body is going to crumple to the ground, and you are out of combat with it.
Then I burn it. Still a few sparks just going.
I'm gonna say that's the most useful thing that's come out of Nank's mouth in a while. And then I raise my hand with my duplicity guy raises his hand. Mordecai, you want to give me a high five for that one? Probably not, because you're Mordecai.
Do it yourself. It's called clap.
I'm a mage and a middle finger up, but I do it on the wrong one. I just do it on the illusion.
Coco.
Place.
Yeah, so you have killed this thing here in the forest. Mordecai, how are you feeling about that? What are you thinking?
Pretty good. I would have preferred to kill it, of course, but
Sorry.
Let's see what's on this guy's body and chop him up, and maybe Mordecai wants to.
yeah, I'll take a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has a history of taking trophies from things, snake
Do I know
skins
what
and
this
whatnot.
is now? Because I'm closer.
Yeah, I think you would recognize this. Well, roll another history check for me.
History?
Yeah, history, or I'll also give you nature.
Wow, I don't know what that is.
You still
Can
don't.
I give her advantage?
Well, with advantage, it's still only
I
an
already
8.
have advantage. Already enabled.
Good point.
Yeah, you recognize it as some type of giant creature, but it is not. You don't know really much of anything about it.
Where's the forest?
What's on his body? Investigate? Should I make an investigation or no?
Yeah. So no, you can look at this creature's body. On the body, this thing it's really only carrying a glaive. That is really the only thing that it has. Kind of this giant melee weapon that it has. Other than that,
Can I
it's just
take a trophy, or do I have to make like a check?
yeah, you can just take something off of it. What would you like? Are you taking one of its claws, or?
No, I think it's big toe.
All right. Big toe is taken.
What are the weapon stats for this?
Yeah, so a glaive is it has a 10-foot reach. It is a two-handed weapon. And let's see. Let's pull up the stats here in the anything. A 1d10 slashing. It's a heavy two-handed weapon with reach, so you have a 10-foot range with it instead of a 5-foot range. But you cannot wield a shield with it. That's basically the trade-off.
Okay. Well, Fritz likes to roll with a shield, so I'll probably. Yeah,
All right,
we can probably sell it.
that is probably true.
And back to town.
All right. With this dead, I mean, is there anything else in the forest that you would want to do here, or are you wanting to head back to town? Are you wanting to rest? Like what? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. What is it that you guys want to try to do here?
I would like to sleep.
Just sleep out here.
Okay. Fall down and sleep.
I was already on it.
All right.
Get into his trance position.
The rest of the evening is going to progress fairly calmly. Mordecai, will you do me a favor and roll a religion check?
I don't have good rolls today.
Yeah, well, get them out of the way now. That's fine. Yeah, you're going to sleep peacefully the rest of the night, Mordecai. No visions come to haunt you in either a good way or a negative sort of way. Let's see. What time would you guys want to get up and get going in the morning? It would take to get the benefits of a full rest. I mean, it's an 8-hour period, basically to do that. 6 hours of those really have to be spent sleeping. The other amount of the time, you can do other things. So really, you need about 6 hours here to get the benefits of a full rest at this point.
I don't have work in the morning, so I can sleep that long.
I'm just gonna sleep through.
Okay.
The end.
All right. So that's going to get you guys into late morning as you rest from your late night adventures here. Waking up, what do you guys want to do? Are you headed back into town? Are you what's the plan here?
I'm gonna pick up the glaive.
Mm-hmm.
We can carry that back and hopefully sell it for some cash.
Has the forest burned down around us over the night?
No, it's the forest isn't particularly dry right now, so it's fortunately it didn't burn too much. There is a nice kind of charred ring where this thing did burn pretty brightly for a while, though.
I'm going to grab some breakfast and maybe ask if anyone knows a halfling named Arcer.
All right, so you're just you're kind of asking around town, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So.
I make breakfast.
Sure, you can make breakfast.
I want to make just don't want to make a stew, mostly ale and pepper.
All right. Coco, make an investigation check. See if anybody like how well people respond to you here. Let's see, a 13. I think in this case that no one has really heard of this halfling. Remind me
May I
where.
ask about
Where?
Matt? He's the halfling that raised me.
Yeah. Where were you raised? Remind me about that. Do you know where you were?
Let me look at my bio. The Badman Daggerford.
Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit far from Daggerford. I mean, it's not
worth a
ridiculously far. Yeah, I don't think anybody here knows the knows this halfling that you're asking about. You're going to encounter, a few different people as you ask. Who would you have been looking for, like, to talk to? Is this, like, are you just poking your head into, like, taverns? Is like people are having breakfast? Are you, like, going to the center of town and, like, trying to talk to like the commander of the village to see, like, if they would know anything?
Commander of the village, and I would also ask her about the kind of criminal gang I ran with when I was younger called the Sticky Bandits.
Yeah.
What's that?
Story behind the name
Of the Sticky Bandits? Well, it started in Chicago when my parents left on Christmas and I was left alone. And
Yeah, it sticks.
I set up a series of traps, and hijinks ensued.
Many hijinks. All right, well, let's do this. So you're asking around town, coming up to the, I would imagine you probably would be moving together kind of as a group. Fritz, if you're wanting to head to sell things, you would be headed over here to the, what's it called? The Lion Shield Coster. And along the way, the market square and the tower are on the way. So, Coco, you're going to stick your head in there. Here in the center of this place, the Lord Protector of Tribor is a woman named Darathra Shindrel. And she's here in the tower, in the center of the. That's very loud clacking there. She is going to be in the center of the tower here, and as you approach, let's see, you're going to. She's already going to be in a meeting. There's going to be two farmers here who are kind of loudly speaking. And she's going to kind of look up as you walk in, and she's just going to. I'll be with you in a minute. I've got to deal with this first. If you could just hold on for a moment.
Sure.
And she's going to turn back to the two farmers who are speaking to her. The first one is going to just say, "I tell you, Lady Protector, that we saw him. We know he's there. Mirak is in the building. That's what the priest told us. He said he's still at home. He never even left. We need you to investigate it." And she's just going to, look, I've told you so many times now, you need to stay out of the 6 windows. You have to stay away from the house. You have been bothering the proprietor over there too often. And whatever the priest is telling you, it is filling your head with nonsense. I don't want to hear any more about this. She just kind of like looks at them both very sternly, like, do you understand me? They're going to just kind of look. All right, but we need someone to look into this for us. And he's going to say, I will send representatives to look at this eventually for you. But right now, I need you to leave. Tomara alone in the house. Stop bothering her. If you continue, I will send the 12 to come and put you in the stockades. You'll be there for a fortnight. Do you understand me? The two farmers nod. As long as you look into it for us. They're going to turn around and start walking out.
Okay, I will walk up to her and introduce myself. I'm just traveling through. My name is Coco Trick Nips, and I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. I'm looking for someone here with some friends. I'm looking for a halfling named Arcer, or if you have heard of or know anything about a group of, lack of a better term, criminals called the Sticky Bandits or the Wet Bandits.
She's going to she's going to think for a minute. I don't know this officer. The bandits that you're speaking, where, what have they done that I would know of them?
I mean, they're small-time crooks. They would like to believe that they're bigger than that. There's just minor to mid-range banditry. For the most part, tried to remain non-violent, but as of late have become more willing to hurt the innocent.
She's going to she's just going to kind of nod. And do they operate from around here? Is that
No, they're either in Daggerford or Waterdeep. So I don't know if you're from here or if you're from another city or.
Yeah. She's going to I'm afraid I've been stationed here for quite a while, and before that I was from further north. No, I have not heard of them. I can send to some of my contacts if there is something specific or a reason that you need me to try to find more information on them for you.
Yeah, I mean, Arcer is someone important to me, and I'm just tracking down any possible leads, and the bandits I mentioned are one of them. If you can mention it to any of your contacts, that would be great. But I did overhear while I was waiting your conversation, and excuse me if I overstep my bounds here, but it sounded like you needed help or something like that.
Yeah, she'll just kind of sigh. Those two brothers, Jacoby and Pearson, they are looking for their brother, Mirak. He disappeared a decade ago, and they still believe that he is around somewhere. Mirak's wife, Tamara, she's always claimed that he ran off with one of his lady friends, and the brothers have never believed that. One of the rumors that's always been going around has been that Mirak had an affair with the innkeeper, Urgla Meltimer, over at the... Oh, what's the inn's name? It's where you met Fritz. The North Shield House. She's going to shrug. I mean, it doesn't really matter who, and Urgla has always denied that, but there's been... recently, there's a priest of Helm who has come into town. His name's Silverin, and he's been stirring up trouble. The brothers paid him some gold to ask Helm about the brother, and the priest claims that Helm says that Mirak is right at home and has never left. So, I don't have time for these sorts of ancient history here in town. There's other pressing business, as I'm sure you can understand. There's always traders to protect, and an entire tradeway to make sure that we keep safe here. So, if you wanted to look into this for me, I would be most appreciative. I could offer you some slight pay if this is something you were to go look at.
Yeah, I'm here with a group of friends, and I'm sure we could look into that for you. What type of pay are we talking about?
Well, it's government pay. It's not great. I can give you 25 gold up front to go in search of this. If you find anything that takes any extra effort, I can give you more on top of that.
Okay, yeah, you're I can do that. You're helping me out. Going to talk to any contacts you might have. Mention what we talked about. Yeah, sure. I'll go find this. I'll start with the priest of Helm, Silverin. You said his name was.
Indeed, you can probably find him at one of the inns in town. I heard there was quite a raucous occasion last night at the dive here in town. You might start there. He tends to be around anywhere that there is drink. Otherwise, you can go check out the 6 windows. I'd prefer you not to bother the widow there if you can help it, but Tilmara is there if you find that you need to go speak to her. Just go gently. The brothers have bothered her for years.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time, and I'll get back to you on anything that happens.
All right. Yeah, sure.
I go back to the group, and I tell them what happened, and I tell Nank that this guy we're going to talk to is a big drinker. He's a priest of Helm, and we may be able to put your abilities to good use.
I have no idea what you mean.
Okay. So do you guys want to try to solve this mystery, or you guys want to come try to help the Lord Protector? I'm sure it would be in our best interest to get on the good side of the Lord Protector. Anyone?
Better to do.
Yeah. All right. Let's. You said he's at the an inn that's a dive. Which one is that, DM?
One I've.
Is it North Shield?
Right.
Let's see. It's not the North Shield. It is the, what is it called? Sorry, there's too many buildings in this town.
Right.
I'm flipping through the list of them all here. The Triboard. No, not the Triboard Arms.
I think Jason died.
Yeah, I think Jason has gone offline. What is this place called? Goodness.
It was there. No.
Yeah. There it is. The Talking Troll. That's what it's called.
No, that was where I.
Yeah, it is.
I made a business transaction.
Okay. Is it just me and Droust, or is anyone else?
I'm going.
Me, Droust, Nank, Mordecai.
Yeah. Until Jason gets back, I will say Fritz goes with you as well, I think.
Sounds good.
So, all right. So heading up to the Talking Troll, you're going to see that there is kind of a this morning there is kind of an intense scene of drinking carnage here this morning. People who had been passed out the night before are like they've had to rouse here in the morning. Some of them are just still kind of nursing headaches and that sort of thing. Like, I mean, this is late morning at this point too, and like they are just. There are people in very bad shape in this place. They're slowly making their way home. There are still a couple of people who are like passed out though in corners.
Yeah. Can I just walk into the tavern, like try to open the door as loudly as I can, without a bottle, and say, "Forbidden."
Looking around the room, you're going to see that in kind of one corner, kind of slumped in a chair, just kind of passed out, very drunkenly. Nank, you would remember that this person last night was one of the ones who held on for a longer amount of time, which means they have a lot more in their system. You're going to see a man dressed in the garments of Helm, and he is going to be just passed out.
What do I know about Helm as a deity?
Well, roll me a religion check, and we can find out what you know about Helm. Not a whole lot. Helm, I mean, like the very basics might be that. Let's see. He. I mean, Fritz would know about him, I would imagine. He's kind of the god of protection, is kind of the big thing. A lot of paladins are fans of Helm. That's literally what you would know, though, Coco.
Is Fritz a paladin of?
I don't remember if he's a paladin of Helm, but I mean he would definitely be aware as a paladin of Helm. I think.
Okay. So I go up to Silverin and I say, "Hey, hello, friend. Looks like you're having a rough morning. How you doing?"
He was still passed out.
Yeah, he's still pretty well passed out. Like you just kind of talk to him, he just kind of does a leave me alone kind of thing.
Hey.
He like turns.
Hey, sweetheart. Wakey, gotta say mass.
He's gonna kind of shake a little bit and just kind of like grab his head a little bit. And like I think Nank, if you're the one trying to wake him up, like he's going to just kind of see you and like bodily like recoil from you, like not you.
It's fine. I already have your money. I don't need anything else from you. Well, I think Tricknick Fear. That's the first time I tried to say your name with this voice. It doesn't work. Very difficult. Tricknick Fear, I think, wants some information. Also ale.
Yeah. Silverin. I'm looking for Mirak, and I heard you may be looking for him too. I was wondering how far you've gotten in that search and what you found.
He's just gonna kind of mumble like, "What's a Mirak?"
He said, "What's a Mirak?"
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this again. Do you know a Jacobian Pearson?
He's gonna think for the two farmers. That's right.
And how do you know them?
He's gonna think for just a minute. I tell you what, you pay my beer tab from last night, and I'll let you know whatever I know.
What's your beer tab?
He's gonna kind of look over at the owner of the bar, and just kind of like call over quietly and just kind of like wincing as he does. Kaelin, what's my beer tab from last night? And Kaelin is going to call back over. It's 5 gold.
I turn to him and I go, "That's a pretty steep night there, Silverin. You can put him down. Clearly not as well as my pal Nank here, but
this guy held on for a very long time."
Hang on, I'm doing some math. 5 gold would be... That's 100 drinks.
Yeah, this may be from a couple of days. This may be
Just said last night.
This may be his entire bar debt, not just last night. We'll say it's.
Like, I'll 5 copper a drink. That's a lot of drinks.
I'll retcon that. It's for several days of him being here in this bar.
all right, I say to him, "You know what? Silverin, I'll do that for you. But you got to do something else for me in addition to what we agreed upon. You got to stop bothering Tamara.
What?
I thought it was pretty clear. Stop bothering Tamara.
I don't... Okay. To be clear, he was not the one who was bothering her. It was the brothers who were bothering her.
The other way around.
I thought it was... All right.
Yeah.
Well, either way, just stop bothering Tamara.
You still have the effects of the thing I gave you last night.
He looks confused, but he will definitely agree. Like, oh, like I'm not even sure who that is, but all right. Consider her not bothered.
The
alcohol vapors in there.
Yeah, so I go pay his tab, and then I come back and tell him, to tell me everything he knows.
Yeah. All right. So those brothers, they came in a couple of days ago. They were asking me to see if Helm knew anything about their brother. What was his name again?
His name is Mirak.
Right. Yeah, Mirak. So I did a little bit of praying for them, and Helm said that there was something about Mirak not being buried in the ground. He's above the ground somewhere. I don't know. I didn't tell the brothers exactly that. That seemed like it might make them sad. But I said that he's probably still somewhere around. If he hasn't been buried in the ground, then he's maybe somewhere around here.
Did you have any indication that he's undead, or is he still in the dead state? Sleeping, resting state. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. She's going to I don't I don't think that he's undead, no.
Is that really all you got for me?
He's going to he's gonna nod. I mean, it's only what Helm told me.
What do you know? Like, you don't go through life just knowing what Helm tells you. You have eyes, ears, and senses.
I was just gonna say, I mean, I haven't been here in the town long. I've been here maybe about a week or so.
What are you doing here?
Drinking.
Yeah, mainly drinking. Roll a persuasion check to see. I mean, I'll give you advantage on it because of paying his tab. He's gonna shrug. I was banished from Neverwinter. Well, look, it's a little bit embarrassing. Lifelong resident of Neverwinter. You do a few silly things. There's a shrine not too far out called Red Larch that anyhow, you do a few silly things. You get banished out to shrines, and instead sometimes you just want to wander the road and drink instead of going to the silly places that your superiors send you.
What does Helm have to say about that?
Helm and I have not spoken about it.
Okay. I'm not going to get involved with your issues. I've got my own deity to deal with, but
yeah, he's gonna like cut you off. He's like, You would understand if you've got your own deity. It's the temple politics. That's what will get you every time.
I've got a little bit of a different deity than you. But yes, I can understand in general from a distance. But keep on drinking if you choose. Nank or Droust or anyone have any questions for this fella?
No.
Yeah, want another go at the drinking contest?
He's gonna just kind of hold his head. I think that you took me on that one.
So you're poor now, then don't care.
Everyone in this town is poor now because of Nink the Mighty.
All right. I leave, and I want to talk to my pals and ask them what they think about if we should talk to Tamara, Jacoby, or Pearson, or just go straight to the Lord Protector and tell her about the Mirak possibly being exhumed or whatever the term is.
Does anyone have a way to find people or things? Magic.
It's a good question. I don't know.
I don't.
Well, if it's undead, surely Fritz, you would be able to track it.
Oh yeah, shit. Can sense.
I think I'm over in the. I don't know if I've been witnessing any of this. I think I'm over trying to sell that glaive.
Yeah, we weren't sure. I had said you had gone with just because you had gone offline. So
That's fine.
You can smell it. You just leash on you and use you as an undead hound.
Yeah, so Fritz, you experienced everything we're talking about. Are you able to do that?
Do what?
Track down Mirak. He's been exhumed. He's the... I guess you weren't here for that. Jacoby and Pearson, these two dwarves, were complaining to the Lord Protector about their brother not being really dead and blah, blah, blah. And I decided to help because we're going to get paid for it. And I talked to the priest and who was helping, and he said he talked to Helm, which is a god. I don't know what you know about Helm, but and he said that Mirak's body is no longer buried. It's above ground. So I was wondering if you're able to search for Mirak.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have divine sense, which helps me locate.
oh, you cut out again, Jason.
Yeah, no, I have divine sense, which can help me locate any undead. So, would be helpful.
Oh, that sounds like something we should do. How do we make that happen?
Well, I mean, you probably need to find a place to...
On your knees and bow to him. Make him feel special. And his ego will soar out of his body. And once he comes across a creature that cannot inflate his ego anymore, you'll know it is not alive.
I don't know what to do with that, but
Yeah, Fritz is generally somebody who to people. So these brothers are looking for their brother, so he obviously would like to help with that. Chasing down some undead, so
we're helping the Lord Protector and to expand the story a little bit. It's the brothers are kind of being jerks about it and bothering.
They've been harassing the widow.
The widow, and so it's less about helping them that's kind of just a secondary thing because they've been jerks. But it's more about just getting the problem solved for the Lord Protector and helping her out.
That's good. And I've been in this town for a while, helping out with different things here and there. So I probably helped her before or worked with her in the past. Go back and talk to her again with this new information.
I mean, let's see if you can sense anything. I'm still.
I mean, you would need
fairly decent persuasion. So
yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to do like the sense undead and that kind of thing, like you would need to be within range of it, obviously. Like that's
What's the range?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh,
yeah. So it's not like this direction. It's more like, hey, that's an undead right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, what do you guys think we should do? Talk to the brothers or talk to the Lord Protector?
We could harass the widow.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. We can talk to her, but not harass her.
We could harass the brothers.
That's more my speed. But also, if we do that, let's just start off not harassing them until they give us a good excuse to harass them, because it is their brother they're looking for, so that's somewhat of a sensitive subject. But if they treat us like garbage, then I'm all for pulling their leg a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent decision.
All right.
So I guess we're gonna go talk to the brothers.
Okay. So the brothers, Jacoby and Pearson, Histrin, they are, they would be, they're farmers out on one of the nearby ranches. So they would be, they would have been headed probably back to their ranch, they work on. So they might have a little business here in town. That's probably why they're here today, is like they are probably visiting the Lion Shield Coster and any other shopping that they need to do. So you could probably catch them here in town. Why don't we say at the Lion Shield Coster, because I also know that Fritz wants to sell the glaive there. Why don't we handle that?
Sounds good.
All right. We've been going for an hour and a half. Do you guys want to take a quick break, and then we can pick up with this on the other side of the break?
Yes.
All right, great. All right, well, we will be back in just a couple of minutes, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we will pick up on the other side of the break here. About 5 minutes. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. So we are approaching the Lion Shield Coster. Then you are looking to meet up with the two brothers, stepping into the Lion Shield Coster to the store here. You will see, of course, there is the proprietor, who you had met before. This guy, he is his name is Narth Tezrin. You had met him the other day. He is talking with the two brothers. They're in process of like purchasing some items for their farm, and eventually they will kind of wrap up their conversation. The brothers will turn to go with their purchases, which would probably be an ideal moment to intercept them.
Okay, I walk up to him and say, "Are you Jacobian Pearson?"
They'll nod. Aye, that we are.
We were talking to the priest of Helm, Silverin. Do you know him?
They're going to nod. We talked to the priest. He said that he told us about our brother, that he's still at home, he's not in the ground.
That somebody's clanking. I think it's Nank with the ball. Do you know anything other than that about your brother? Like what happened? I'm trying to remember if DM Lauren, if he told me how he died, Mirak.
He disappeared. They don't know that he died. They think 10 years ago he disappeared and has not been seen since.
And you guys have just been here, or have you looked other places?
Well, we've sought out the rumors from all over the kingdoms, and no one's heard anything of him beyond this village. We think his widow, Talmara, that she knows more than she's saying. But well, you were in the tower. You heard what the Lord Protector had to say.
What is there any possibility your brother doesn't want to be found?
They're gonna look at each other. I don't think that's the case. He's gonna kind of lean in. Jacoby's gonna kind of lean in. Our brother left behind a lot of his items. Look, if you can find out what happened to him, we'll give you his bow that he left behind.
Okay.
He wouldn't have gone anywhere without this bow. It's very special. It was special to him, and if you can find him, well, having him back would be more special than us having his bow.
And you said Tamara's not giving you. You believe she's not giving you all the information. What makes you think that?
Pearson's going to pipe up. That old bat is crazy. She lives in that ramshackle old house out there, and if you were to meet her, you would not think that she has all of her wits about her. Someone that crazy, I think they could do something to a man if they wanted to.
So their relationship wasn't good.
She hasn't always been crazy, but I mean, since he disappeared, it's gotten strange over there.
But their relationship, your brother, Mirak, and her relationship before he disappeared, how was that?
He's going to just kind of, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell what people's relationships really are, but they certainly fought back in the day. They would have arguments. I don't trust that woman.
Okay. If there's nothing else that may be helpful to us finding your brother, I think we will go talk to Tamara.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
Call.
Yeah.
See if this is all bullshit.
Droust, you are feeling like these brothers are like they genuinely miss their brother, and like they're just trying to find the truth. Like that is what you were picking up from them.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time, and we'll get back to you on what we find.
The first brother, Jacoby, he's going to say, if you find anything, come find us out on our farm. We'll have that bow. We'll prep it and make sure it's ready for you if you come, because we've been waiting 10 years for any information.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much.
What was the name of their farm?
They would give you directions to it. It's not one of the named farms. They just have a small farm nearby. Fritz, you're wanting to sell this glaive here, right? All right. So Narth, the proprietor of the coster here, he would be behind the counter, and as you speak to the brothers, he is with his co-proprietor, Alestra, who is also here. She is she would be and they kind of are talking in kind of hushed whispers behind the counter. Fritz, as you step up to the counter and kind of like set this glaive out for them to look at, Narth is going to turn around and he's going to say, Fritz, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you again too, Narth.
You've come at a good time for us. Are you still looking for odd jobs?
Of course. I'm always looking to help out.
Well, the last night something happened here. Our vault, our profits and savings that we had here, they were stolen.
Well, that's terrible. Do you have any idea? Broken in and stolen it.
I do, and well, I mean, not an idea of who did it, but I have. Look, we found this morning when we came in, there were someone had used a harness and a grappling hook. There's this leather harness, and he'll kind of gesture to the table. There's these items sitting out on. There's a grappling hook, this very very well constructed harness, and he's going to gesture to them. Someone used these to scale the wall of the store here, the palisade, and they used it to get into the vault on our second floor through the window. When we woke up this morning, they'd gone into the vault, and everything that we have is gone. All we have is the items here in the store, but all of our cash.
So I guess we'll probably have to put the glaive on hold to sell, because you don't have any cash at the moment.
Sorry.
Sense of, like, do you have any leads, or any idea of who might have done this to you?
Yeah, Alestra is going to pipe up. She's going to say, well, my thought was probably going to talk to some of the smiths and harness workers, maybe someone who recognized this workmanship.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, and Narth is going to look. We have lots of competitors here in town. Lots of people who would like to see lots of smaller.
Sorry, I need to go. Probably just be 10 minutes. Something going on downstairs. Need to
Alright.
give a hand.
Okay, you've got some competitors. Who are those?
Alestra will just say, well, I mean, it's all the business owners around us in the other towns, and there's always the various traders coming through and merchants, and we have such a monopoly on the goods here in town that anyone who wants to try to do any kind of trading, they I mean, it's not really our fault, but they very much can't get a huge foothold here. So lots of people who would like to set up shop.
Okay. Have you had any friends with any traders or other?
She's going to Narth is going to think for a minute, and no, I can't think of anyone specific who would want to do this, but
okay. Recently ran into a good friend of mine that I haven't seen in a while, and I've hooked up with a few of his companions. So we've got a couple go, but I'm imagine they'd probably be helping out with this as well. So I'll talk to them and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, Narth is going to nod. If you can find anything, I can offer you payment if you bring the gold back. We can definitely pay you something for bringing that back to us. I'll give you a discount in the store, and I'll look through the goods and see if there's anything that we can make it worth your while.
Always appreciated.
So there are a couple of harness makers in the town. There is Othavir, who runs the shop here at the northern end of town. So he would be someone that you could talk to. And then there are a couple of smiths in the town as well. There's one well to the north. The smith, it's the Uldeneth Arms is the smithy at the north end of town. And then the second one is, let's see, across the way there is the Foehammer's Forge. So both of these are smithies and forges and that kind of thing, metalworks. So there are a couple of places you could go and look for this.
Okay.
If you want to begin asking around.
Am I with the rest of the group, or where is the rest of the group?
Yeah, the rest of the group is with you, generally. I think they had come to talk to the brothers, so everybody's here at the Coster.
Well, I'll just go back to the rest of the group if they weren't standing right there, and just explain the conversation that I had with the shopkeeper. Would you guys be interested in as well? Looks like we might be able to get a discount on goods here.
Yeah, for sure.
We kill the shopkeeper.
Oh, Droust, you're such a joker.
Yes, joker.
And people wonder why the Underdark gets such a bad rap.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's weird.
It's news to me.
Yeah, we can do that. We're trying to still find what happened to this guy's brother, or to these guys' brother. We're gonna go talk to Tamara too, so let's help the whole town.
Any of the are any of this is the smith or the like either the smith, the forge, or Othavir's near where the widow lives? Could we maybe?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the smithies and the harness maker, they are all here kind of at the northern end of town. The widow lives over. Last night when you came out of the woods, you came out in the fields near her the Six Windows, which is the rooming house here to the western end of town.
I wonder if she has anything to do with that. If you want to check out or one of the places nearby, or should we head over to the widow and talk to her first?
Following you, man.
Well, I guess the brothers have been waiting 10 years. They can probably wait another day.
Yep, agreed.
Whereas this recent crime, probably the sooner we get to it, the better chance we have of figuring out who took off with the vault. So I say let's check out this. Both of yours.
All right. So the group will head north, kind of up the square, marching past the caravan areas. There are a couple of caravans that have pulled in currently into the waiting area. Marching north, you're going to come up past of course, the talking troll, where you've spent a fair amount of time, and you'll come over to Othavir's harness shop, and inside the harness shop, you will see a gentleman working, hardworking harness maker. He is busy at work with the various leather and things that he is using to ply his craft. And as you walk in, he'll nod at the group. Greetings. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi there. Boy, where should we start? I guess inquire. I'm wondering, should we inquire as to how business is doing? If he's had any customers recently, some unusual customers recently.
Probably a good place to start.
All right. Well, we're just on behalf of what was the name of the
Narth and Alestra at the Lion Shield Coster.
half of Narth and Alestra? It sounds like they recently had a break-in.
Oh, that's terrible.
Vault was stolen. Break-in was done with the second floor with a harness, and so we thought we'd come by and you might have served any customers recently that maybe were unusual, or even just what customers you may have provided a harness to in the not too distant past.
Yeah. I think backing up to the Lion's Share Coster, I think Narth actually would have given you the harness if you were planning on coming to investigate this stuff. Yeah. So if you even wanted to show it to him, that is something you could do.
Is this your work?
Yeah, he'll take a look at this thing, and as he's kind of examining it, you're gonna look around the building, and you're going to see that there are skins and pelts and things. It's obvious that this guy, like he probably hunts his own game and creates his own, like he does the whole process of taking thing from capturing the elk and that sort of thing into turning them into harnesses and things. He's going to look at this harness. No, I can't say that this is my work. It is very impressive workmanship, I would say. Would require someone who is a specialist in climbing equipment. It's not a horse harness. This is this would be used for things like mountain climbing or that sort of thing. He's gonna inspect it a little bit more, and he's going to point to a mark on it. It's got like a kind of a some kind of flourish on it. I've seen this mark before. That's from Waterdeep. There's harness makers in Waterdeep. And he's gonna look at it. They haven't been in business in a very long time. This is an old piece, but it's been well kept and well oiled, and the leather's in very good shape. Whoever owned this has taken very good care of it, and he'll kind of inspect it a little bit more. I think whoever would have used this, they probably weighed about 150 pounds, give or take 10 pounds or so. This wouldn't hold much more than that. So someone that size or smaller, perhaps a child, a halfling, could use it, although it wouldn't fit well to someone of that size. I don't know. That's what I can know. He'll hand it back to you. It's a beautiful piece of work, though.
Well, that's... thank you.
Sorry, say that again. You actually did cut out briefly there.
To the rest of the group, what do you think, guys? Anything else we should be asking?
Did we insight check him? Not that I don't think he's lying, but
Someone certainly can't.
give me that info.
This guy seems completely on the up and up to you. Like he's just it seems like a hardworking craftsman who knows his trade, and you have no reason to doubt this information that he's given you.
Okay.
Question, actually. How long ago? So you said that this looked like the work of a familiar with, or a crafter that you're familiar with in Waterdeep that went out of business about quite a while ago?
Yeah, it would have been. It might have been 20 years ago that I last saw their work.
Okay.
I look at him and go, "You're an honest dude. Keep it up." And I leave.
He'll just kind of call after you. Thank you.
Was
very
this
kind.
or was this oath of yours?
What was? Sorry. What? Who was what?
Oath of yours that we were at?
Yeah, this was Oath of Veer's harness shop. Yep.
Made here, so I don't know if it would even be worth visiting the smith or the forge.
Well, you also would have the grappling hook, right? There was both the harness and the grappling hook.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
if that is a thing you would like to investigate.
Yeah, well, who would make a grapple hook, a smith or a forge?
Smith, right? Because you got to bang it out.
Yeah. Well, why don't we go check out the smith then?
Off to the smith.
Grapple hook.
All right.
Unless the forge would be unless they cast it. I'm assuming. I'm calling upon all my blacksmithing knowledge.
Yeah.
At least in medieval time, a smith works at the forge. They were a different thing. He was the same guy doing all the metal horseshoes. Swords. One guy.
Or a girl. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it was a guy back then.
So you're going to head to the forge first, and here's kind of the thing. There are or the smith. I'm sorry. Basically, here's kind of what has happened in Tribor. There are two competing businesses, and they're right across the long road from each other. The reason this can happen is because this place is such a hub of mercantile trade and activity through here. There's so many caravans and that sort of thing. There is so much work that they both can maintain their business very well. There's always that many horses, that many wagons, all of that kind of thing coming through. Additionally, there's always caravan guards who need weaponry repaired or new weapons or that sort of thing. So both of these places both of these places keep a very lively sort of trade going. So I guess the question is, which do you prefer to go to? They both provide similar services. Which would you like to go to, the Uldenath Arms or the Fohammer's Forge?
Well, I'm partial to hammers. I've got one, so.
All right.
Solid.
Cool hammer.
So walking up to the forge, that's the one on the left here. You're gonna walk in. There is a very a dwarf who is working the forge this day. He's hammering at something. He's one of the local blacksmiths. His name is Gellerin, and he is hard at work on one of his items. And he'll look up as you walk in. Welcome to my forge. I'll be with you in just a minute. He's going to kind of work on his whatever he's beating out, and like stick it in a tub of water and to let it cool off. Steam is going to rise up from it, and he'll turn around. Now, what can I do for y'all?
Yeah, well, we this grapple hook, and we're just trying to figure out where it might have come from. We were hoping that maybe you as a smith here might seen it before, or who knows, might have even created it yourself or made it yourself.
He's going to look at it. That's my work.
Oh. Well, it's really fine work. We were wondering if you might recall who you would have sold this to, or who you would have made it for.
He's going to think for a minute. I'd prefer to keep my client's privacy.
Attempt to push him a bit using persuasion.
Sure. He's just gonna kind of shake his head. No, this my customers come from all over, and frankly, if you bought from me, I'd do the same for you. Whatever reason you have for having this item, I'm sure that if someone had your item, you wouldn't necessarily want all of your secret details out there for everyone. I'm sorry, I have to keep my client's privacy.
I don't suppose I could help with that.
I have pretty good persuasion too, so it's a one-time thing, DM, or
I mean, you can keep trying to talk to him and asking him for more information.
What should I ask him?
Can I do?
Nink, were you going to, or Droust? What were you guys wanting to?
No, I was just saying if I could have helped Fritz to give him advantage.
Well, what I was thinking, trying to come up with a sob story and lie to him. Give me.
I wonder, what he thinks of the two proprietors who stolen from. Because if he has a good relationship with them, maybe he'd be inclined to want to help them.
Probably don't want to know they've been wrong.
Yeah. Do you want to bring up the robbery? Do you want to what would you want to say?
Yeah. I'll say, well, I can totally understand that you'd want to keep your clients' privacy. I definitely respect that. The challenge that we're having is that recently there was a robbery. I'm sure you're probably familiar with. I still can't remember their name. Narth. And,
that works.
Narth and
Ike and Mike.
Alestra.
Ike and Mike.
and their was broken into, and their vault was broken into, and all of their gold was stolen, or all of their coin was stolen. So we're just trying to help them out. We're trying to figure out who would have committed this crime. It looks like they were able to get into the second floor using the grapple hook. So we figured if we could identify who the owner of the grapple hook was, that might give us a lead in terms of who we should be looking to talk to.
Grouse, do you want to try to give him advantage on this discussion?
I'll do it.
I could try. Anyway.
All right. What would you say?
My dear sir, a crime has been committed. Surely you will not withhold such information, such vital information. I mean, in part that would make you an accomplice to the crime, would it not?
Roll a persuasion check, Fritz.
All right. See if we do a bit better this time.
18. There you go. The dwarf is going to kind of spit on the ground a little bit. It's a dirt ground. It's not going to be a problem. It's not like he's spitting on wood floor or something. He's going to. There's no love lost between me and those Coster folk, but fine. If this was used in a robbery, I'll not have my wares used for such evil purposes. Fine. I sold it to one of the traveling merchants coming through town. One of the caravan leaders. You can. I'm sorry, not leader. It's the man who takes care of the caravan yard. That's what I'm trying to say.
I know who he is. I drank him under a table last night.
Yeah, he takes care of the campgrounds. His name is Dars. If you search him out, he bought this from me.
Okay.
Didn't you say that pretty much all mission last week that just put all the caravan guard things like that where the tavern thing? Boss is basically drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a recollection of a guy Dawes or something?
Roll me a. Let's see, what would that be?
Intelligent.
Yeah, maybe just an intelligence check. See if you remember anyone like that.
I do.
All right. So here's the thing. You actually do remember Dars. Dars was in the tavern. He had been talking with Kaelin, who was he's the proprietor that you made the deal with the previous night, as you recall. Dars had been talking with him at some point in the evening. Dars did not drink. Out of all of the people, he had mentioned, he had brought some people from the caravans and things with him. Then he left kind of into the evening a little bit. So you definitely remember him, and you would remember that he did not drink with you.
Mm-hmm. I related to the other. Yeah, that guy. I saw him last night. He was the only one of the caravan guards not to get lost, and also he left for a while. Came back. I don't suppose he came back with just like a big bag of gold.
He actually did not come back that you were aware of. Yeah.
Actually, he didn't come back.
Yeah.
Just left early. Well, early. Early in the drinking, late in the evening. Didn't come back.
I hear your Irish coming out there, Nank.
I am sick living. If you want to put me, I'll push the Irish as far as you want me to take it, but fastest other opponents just sort of sound like Colin Farrell.
I like it.
I can push the French too.
I prefer the Irish.
We should go talk to this darts fellow and.
Agreed. Can I ask him real quick about if he what he knows about the deal with the brothers and the missing brother Mirkin? I forget.
Mirak.
Yeah.
He's gonna shake his head. It was years ago. It's a sad story. Those brothers, they were always close, all three of them, and then just one day, Mirak was gone.
And what do you know about Tamara and her? What do you know about her?
She runs the boarding house out on the edge of town, but between you and me, I wouldn't stay there. That place is falling down around her. It's I don't know. I'm not sure how she keeps that place going. I don't know why anyone would stay there. Stay in one of the inns in town.
Okay, that's good advice. So you don't know of anything nefarious going on with her in the present or past?
I mean, he'll just kind of... I mean, between you and me, she's a little bit batty.
That's what I've heard. Okay. Well, thank you for giving me a little help on that. I appreciate it.
He'll nod. You find the bastards who used my item for such a terrible crime.
Will do.
Will do.
So, heading out. Headed to the campgrounds? Like, where are you trying to head from here?
We would probably find him.
I mean, that is where he generally works, so assuming he hasn't, like, skipped town or something like that.
You guys want to head over there now?
Let's go.
Why not?
All right.
Is Mordecai still with us?
Yeah.
All right, so heading down to the Caravan Campgrounds. You're going to... The northern campground currently has a small caravan in that has come in from the south. They're camped out there, and you'll see Dars. Nank, you recognize him. He's an older gentleman. That he's working on. Just kind of picking up the area after this group that is camped there, like just trying to keep it some semblance of order and making sure that there are supplies for them, that sort of thing. So you'll see Dars working, and I'm assuming you'll approach him.
I'm just pointing out to the others. It's the guy with the mullet. The eyes are a little too close to each other.
The one who looks guilty?
Yeah, he looks guilty and shifty. Also, he has a mullet.
Which is the greatest tribe of all.
What?
He wants to take the lead in striking up a conversation with this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just working kind of off to the side. Greetings, how can I help you? Throw the grappling hook out.
You stole all the money from the... What's it called? Lions...
The Lion Shield Coster, yeah.
Lion Shield Coaster. We know it's true. Give yourself up. You are under arrest.
He is just going to kind of deflate a little bit. Is that for the arresting part?
It's for everything. We don't know. We just highly suspect. I just want him to be very convinced. So if he might just give up or tell the truth or something. I don't.
Yeah, he's just going to kind of deflate. I knew it would catch up with me. It was me.
Yeah.
I stole the gold. I didn't want to do it. I didn't have any choice. Kalen up at the tavern. He forced me to do it.
Bastard.
To be honest, I thought it would be a bit more of a challenge. You kind of gave it very quickly.
Called it very quickly.
You didn't even try to lie.
This is why he was happy for the drink. He just made a distraction. He was telling me.
Yeah, he's going to.
Does he think you're a comrade, Knank?
Darth is just going to. As you kind of question like why he would just give up, he's just going to say, "Look, I've had a long past back in Waterdeep, and I came here to Tribor to get away from it all, and Kalen found out and was blackmailing me about it. I don't want to have my past following me anymore. I did years in the prisons in Waterdeep, and
How much did blackmail you for?
Everything at the. I didn't keep anything from the job last night.
So was a job that didn't ask for like money every month or something? Or it was just this one thing?
So far.
We'll settle it for you, but I want your food. Otherwise, I will tell everyone.
I would do as he says.
Yeah, he's.
Probably will tell everyone.
He's just gonna say, I mean, the shoes are the smallest price that I can pay. If you want, just go ahead and turn me in if you want to.
Does he have anything valuable on him?
He does not.
Any weapons?
He is carrying a sling. Would you like his sling?
I already have one.
Yeah. That is what he has on board with him.
I went through. And your jacket.
Yeah, he'll start stripping off. He's like, it's a small price to pay. Yeah, like he'll hand you whatever.
And was it only money that you stole, or was it anything else?
Just the money.
Caleb was blackmailing you to steal this money?
I did some terrible things back in Waterdeep, and I paid for them there, but these small towns don't really... They don't put up with having people with a past here. I'd always be under suspicion. And Kalen knew that, and...
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, that seems reasonable to you.
He's lying. Kill him.
Okay, Dragon Breath.
Who's Kalen again? He runs the tavern?
He's the tavern.
Yep.
Isn't he the one who set up your game the last night?
Yeah. Well, I asked for help. I even paid him the bastard and was making so much more money behind my...
You should go talk to him about that.
Yes.
Where was your cut?
That's true. Fucking bastard used me as a distraction. I deserve a cut of the robbery. Time to get this sorted. Thank you.
So back to the troll. Your favorite place to be here. This is what, the fourth time that the group has headed to the troll. You will storm in, I would assume.
Kalen, you see bastard, you ripped me off.
Kalen is in there. The lunch crowd has gathered at this point. It's a different group than had been there last night, because those have all gone to try to the priest is still in the corner. Kaelin is going to just kind of drop everything as you walk in. Greetings again, Nink.
Killing you bastard, you ripped me off.
I do not understand.
I know what you did last night.
Follow up behind Nank as well, just because he sees that this could obviously lead to altercation. So Fritz is going to attempt to.
We are going to have words. Just the two of us, in fact.
No.
Fine, I'll take the drow with me.
Fair enough.
Is Fritz okay with that, or is Fritz trying to solve this? What are you trying to do here?
Well, Fritz, I think generally it tries to sort of suppress conflict from escalating. Mm-hmm. So when he saw Nank take off in a huff, he followed along just to try to keep an eye on the situation and make sure that things didn't escalate too quickly.
Okay.
There won't be any violence or conflict.
All right. Caitlin's not really going to he'll head off with you, I guess. Yeah. He's going to lower your voice, Nick, and as you go around the back with him and Roust and Fritz trailing. Do Coco and Mordecai come as well? I'm assuming, or are you?
Yeah.
All right. It's a full.
I can't. We can't just. I can't just have Roust. Close the door. Private discussion.
I mean, I feel to me, Fritz is trying to solve this thing. I don't know if you would want his quarry to.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's one thing. If we don't want to spook him, I'll give things back. Worry, I have him. Stay here. And don't listen to more. Trouth won't back me.
Do you trust me, Fritz?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Then let's go, little one.
I'm guessing Coco and Mordecai are not so easy.
Not so what?
Not so easily swayed.
They don't give a shit.
I give my best puppy coupled eyes.
Sure, Nick. Let's do it.
Mordecai, do you want to come in, or are you staying behind?
I'll follow.
So,
Neg actually said shit.
So Neg and Droust, with Mordecai following behind, step into a back room, I would imagine, and Kaelin steps back there with you, and he's going to say, "I'm not sure what you're speaking of, Neg. I paid you fairly from your winnings last night. We split the proceeds."
I don't talk about that. You used me as a distraction while Bath went to rob the Lionfield closer.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're speaking of.
Stop lying! I will set you on fire and you're fucking in with it.
Roll an intimidation check.
Drouse is just standing behind him, just cracking his knuckles.
With advantage, then.
Thank God. Better.
He's just going to. But why would you burn down my inn? This is perfect.
You have all the gold. I get up on top of the table, it's on my level with him. I want to grab his collar and shake, but I just basically shake myself because I'm too weak to move him.
Yeah. He's just. I don't have all of the gold. I gave you lots of gold last night from your winnings here. We can.
It wasn't your gold. That was the goal of everyone in this place. You know full well we've entirely ruined the economy, and you stole what was left of it. You used me as a distraction, and I want to stay here.
He's going to. I mean, I guess you can roll another intimidation check, just see if you can do anything with this.
Actually, can I just say that? I want to say, we have all the evidence. We have all the evidence. We know everything. I'm only coming to you as a common courtesy first. We know where the goal is. Just play along.
We have a witness.
That too.
All right. Intimidation or persuasion. I'll give you either one.
Can I nominate a deception to you first? Because this was a lie. These were all lies.
All right. Yeah.
The witness wasn't a lie.
Oh, the weakness was the rest was different.
All right. Yeah. He's going to kind of put his hands up. All right, Nank. All right. Settle down. Look, any money that I may or may not have here, you know I'm working to turn this place into a theater for the town, to bring art to the community.
I don't give a shit. Made me an accessory robbery. You will give me my cut, you bastard.
Okay, Nank, I think this went on long enough. Fritz.
Fuck it! I make flames in my head. You will tell me where the gold is.
Is Mordecai doing or saying anything during all of this?
I think he's
Just
laughing
in a corner.
All
Just
right.
laughing in a corner.
The camera's back then. I take a picture.
Fritz is gonna come in, see what's going on between Nang.
Basically, Nick grabbing the guy by the collar, probably stood up at this point and sticking back, so it's just Nick around the collar, just a flame in his hand above the guy's eyes. Tell me where the gold is.
Oh, good God, Nang.
I'm negotiating here. Fake.
Nang, calm down. We'll get to your gold. We're gonna have a chat with this guy first and figure out what's going on.
Yeah. I think Kaylin is going to roll me one more intimidation check, Nank. I'll give you advantage because like you have him by the throat and the flame like in his face. All right. So Fritz, as you walk in, you can see like terror has crept into the face of Kaylin. He's just going to turn and look over at Grouse and at Fritz, and he is just going to get the damn kobold off me, and I will tell you anything that you want to know.
That was towards you now.
I'll grab Nank by the head and pluck him off.
Yeah. He's going to just kind of leap back as Nank gets pulled off of him, and he's going to rummage behind the desk, and he's going to pull out a couple of bags, and he's going to throw them onto there's like a tabletop in here somewhere. He's going to just kind of throw them on. Here, this is the cash that was stolen from the coster. Please take it and leave.
Also, I want your food.
I
say that while just being dangled by the robe by Drows.
Yeah, he will quickly unbuckle his shoes and like toss them on the table as well. Please, just take it and go. Take the kobold and go.
We'll take the gold to see that it is safely returned back to the
I think that you should probably be arrested.
Dra.
Wait. Let's think calmly about that. So these the people that
It is what it
this
is.
money.
We will tell everyone that you were with us last night.
What? Sorry?
You want to be an accessory.
No, that's not what I mean. The people who technically own this money, they're merchants. That makes them basically crook. And it's not really stealing if we need it more than them. And by we, I mean me.
It this way.
No.
Look at it this way, Dave. We'll probably get a reward, and if we bring the gold back, we'll get a discount on.
Pretty please?
No.
Damn it.
So I guess the two questions: are you going to turn in Kaylin?
Well, I think we should interrogate him a bit more to find out what his motivation.
Yeah. What would you?
Want to drop Nank?
Good.
What else do you want to know about Kalen? What are you asking?
Well, I guess I would ask Kalen, what was your reasoning for basically blackmailing Darts to steal this gold from Narth and Alestra? And keep in mind, thus, we'll let Nank loose on you and to be honest. So
yeah, he's going to well, look, here's the deal. I've already showed you that I have the gold and I am reasonable. Here is what I can offer to you. The bags that the gold are in, they are magical bags. Take those, leave the gold with me, and what I will do is I will use it to finish my goal of turning this place into a theater. And
Check.
Bullshit. Don't give him the gold. If you won't give me the gold, don't give him the gold.
And he's going to say, rather than taking the gold now, what I will do is I will give you a 20% interest ownership of my business here. As I turn into a theater, this place will only grow. It will, of course, have all of the drinking that it currently has. Nank, you saw how much money there was here last night. Imagine
Yes,
that.
because I was the one drinking. You suck at showmanship.
Imagine
None of
having
these-
that
none of
for
these
your
peasants-
lifetime.
None of these peasants give a shit about theater. Have you look at where you are?
I'm not there, right?
Unless you went in with Fritz, because you Drouse did call him in.
Yeah, I'll go in with Fritz and I say, well, that's a damn good deal.
No.
But you say 15%, right?
20%.
Oh, I heard 30.
30 it is. Yes, we have a deal then. Droust, you're definitely like, this guy is like wheeling and dealing, and like this is what he wants. Like he wants to expand. He sees an opportunity, like to provide entertainment for all of the merchants coming through town. There is a higher class element to town, and like right now this is kind of a dive bar, but if he can elevate it a little bit, then perhaps he could attract a more wealthy clientele and diversify a little
I
bit.
swear to God, guys, if you give this piece of shit a single gold piece, I'm setting this place on fire.
I'll give you a gold piece.
I mean, from the bag. If it's your money, I don't give them.
He'll turn to Nick. 30% ownership for your group of this establishment, and I'll give you 10% of the gold that is in the bag.
No.
I'm afraid
If
that
I'm not getting this gold, you're definitely not getting any. I'd rather the original owner have it.
But I mean, what I'm saying is you can have 10% of the gold from this bag. It is your cut. I need the rest of it to improve the business and to help you with your investment of owning 30% of it.
I really don't care. I will set you on fire.
Can I overrule that? I actually like that idea. Nank doesn't mean anything.
Able to go along with this.
Guys, what does the paladin have of using stolen money to found a theater in the dive bar?
Well, Chris would like to see the money returned back to Narth and Alestra, but
Guys, I know.
besides-
I don't remember if you guys saw me go to the Western Union and send money to an orphanage, but we could do a lot more good, I feel, if we have a steady stream of income coming in constantly rather than...
How bad?
Why don't we just arrest this man and take over his tavern?
Who's going to run the business, though?
We hire someone in.
Also, if we give the gold back to people that aren't there, maybe we can have them for a share of their business.
How much
Maybe a
gold?
smaller one, but I think their business would make a little bit more money than some theater in the middle of the farmland.
That's fair. But just I'm whatever you guys decide, I'll do. But I just want to make sure my point of having a stream of income, we can do a lot of good. I would definitely like to send more money to a couple places in Waterdeep, orphanages and stuff. So
Also, this guy's a crook.
Well, Dars owes us a favor if we don't turn him in. We could put him in charge of this place, send us the money.
Yeah.
Chat is suggesting that investing is a good idea.
I agree.
So we have him arrested. We give the money back to the others. Maybe we negotiate having a part of their business, and we also claim ownership of this tavern, and we put Dars in charge.
Sounds good.
This way we're getting more income out of this and more income out of the other one, and this guy is in jail.
So yeah, we'd be owners then of outright.
We own this. We have Dars manage it when we're not here.
Sounds good to me.
He's going to say, if I am in jail, I will make sure that this place shuts down before I would let you have any ownership of it.
Or
My dear sir, you do understand that I am a drow, yes? I can kill you and not feel anything.
yeah.
In which case, you still will not have any ownership of this property. You are not written into my will or into any of my heirs or any of that sort of thing.
No, but you could be arrested, and I can find my way into the jail and introduce you to my friend Petey.
Also, fire.
He's going to say... Sorry, say that again, Jason.
Nope.
Sorry, you cut out again.
Yeah, go for it. I was saying.
How much stolen?
Yeah, if you want to look into if he's in jail, who's managing the theater, says chat. I think they want Droust, or not Droust, what was his name? Dars to manage it. The guy from the
Also,
the
other
gardener.
idea. Here's another option.
There's 130 gold in the bags, by the way.
Yeah. That's it. Also, here's another option. You leave everything. You just write down right here on a piece of paper you're leaving us this in. And you just run away. And we won't get you arrested and we won't kill you. Because that's the two options you have now. So you can live. Or you can live the rest of your... And you can live far away for probably a very long time. And very human. Or you can live a very short time here in agonizing pain.
Could make your theater anywhere else.
Roll an intimidation check with advantage. He's going to look around at the group. He's gonna look at the paladin specifically, and he's just going to say directly to Fritz, "Would you really let your friends just murder me in cold blood over a little bit of money?"
Could always turn your back.
I'm a good paladin. I'm not a lawful paladin.
We can take him too.
In my mind, I want to see right done by Narth and Alestra. So, whatever.
His life is a small price to pay.
Seeing that happen,
He's just going to say, "If you wish to see that happen, the cash is in front of you, and we can just leave this behind us."
Give us your rent.
why couldn't we? I wonder, and this is to the group. Could we take the cash to Narth and Alestra, and I wonder if we could make some arrangement where start up his circus thing, or not circus, but art, whatever.
Actually, here's another
We could
idea.
keep one half. We could keep one half of the proceeds, give the other back, and tell them that he ran off with the rest, which we will then use to build our business. They get enough gold back to restart their life. We get gold to start ours.
We don't
We
need
get to
gold
run
to start
away.
out. I have enough.
We my position
Okay,
is
fair
that
enough.
we need I want a stream of income, so any way you guys want to make that happen. I like the idea of starting our own business, so we have 100% of the business. But do what you will with this scumbag.
I don't know. What happened? What happens to property when there is no heir?
He's just going to look confused. I'm not sure what you mean here.
Pretty sure it would go to whoever's in charge of the town.
Oh, heir, not
Oh.
heir. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, caught up with you.
Sorry, boys. So if it goes back to that would be what the law protector, I think they call them, or whatever.
Yeah, if there is no heir, like the inheritance law, like it would go back to if there's any kind of noble landowner, like it might revert to them, or it would revert to the town, in which case it would either become public property or go up for sale, that kind of thing.
So it's not a stretch of the imagination that if he disappeared or died, and we know he's the guy who did it, we could maybe ask for the place in as a reward for solving the crime.
Crime and get the gold back for Narth and Alestra, then there's a chance that we might take ownership of the tavern
Yeah. The
for it.
I know cold-blooded murder's a bit dodgy, so Killen, hold this for me. And it's just like toss a dagger at him, just not blade first, just hilt first.
Leave a little welt on him somewhere.
No, I would have thought so. So you just like not as an attack, just so he grabs it as a reflex.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see if he does that or not. Let's see if he grabs it or if it just hits him. Like, I don't know. Let's see what he does. Yeah, he's going to grab it out of the air.
Good.
He rolled a 17.
Self-defense. Firebolt.
Roll your attack against him.
What's dragging on?
That is a critical hit. Yeah, you're going to shoot this bolt at him. It's going to catch him just like squarely, and he's going to kind of go like flying back, like he's going to catch on fire, dropping the knife in the process, and he will fall dead and burning.
There, self-defense. You were all witness. He had a knife.
Well, I guess that concludes negotiations.
Does.
I feel we're going to need to talk about the kobold and his fire shooting tendencies.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't.
Pick up the bag or grab the gold.
Yeah, there's two bags that it's split between. So do you take it back to the to Narth and Alestra?
What I would like to do. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we'll kind of wrap up with this here for the day. You take it to back to the Lion Shield Coster, and hand it back to them. They're going to be very overjoyed to see it. Narth is going to basically take the gold out of the bags, and he's going to he's going to have like a strong box somewhere that he's going to put it in, and he's going to come back with the bags themselves, as well as some gold. He's going to hand you a pile of gold. There's 50 gold that he hands you, and he's going to say, recovering this has been, well, I mean, we're a franchise. We don't operate just on our own. So part of this money we owed to the Lion Shield further up. And anyhow, it really you've saved our business here. I'm happy to extend a discount, 10% discount on any items that you wish to purchase here in the store. And
Me and you, Dagger.
Certainly, we can definitely arrange that for you. And he's going to hand the 2 bags to Fritz. And he's going to say, we talked about what we might have, and these are the 2 items that we have that are worth the most value that we can think of. One of these bags is a Heward's handy haversack, which has a lot of stuff that it does. Basically, it has a pouch on each side, or a central pouch and then 2 side pouches. Each pouch is an extra dimensional space, and each space can hold up to 20 pounds of materials. And the center pouch can hold 80 pounds of materials. So you can carry about 120 pounds in this. The backpack itself weighs 5 pounds, even if it's full. Other than that, it is pretty similar to a bag of holding. The other item is a bag of tricks. And what I would like you to do is roll a d4 for me, Fritz, to see what kind it is.
Okay.
Is it a trick or a treat?
Yeah, on a 4 we will re-roll, but because there's really after a 1, 2, or 3.
Is it /roll 1 or /1d4?
Yes. Let's see.
If not on the
It's the one on the question mark. Yeah, you can also use the dice roller.
Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. D4.
All right, it's a 3. All right. In that case, this is a tan bag of tricks. This bag, it looks just like an ordinary kind of tan cloth bag, and it appears empty as you look at it. Anytime that you reach into the bag, though, you will feel a fuzzy object inside. And pulling it out, it will... you can pull out this object and throw it 20 feet, and as it lands, it is going to transform into a creature based on what you roll. There's a table to roll on. The creatures that you could get out of this bag are a jackal, an ape, a baboon, an axebeak, a black bear, a giant weasel, a giant hyena, or a tiger. The creature will vanish at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. It's friendly to you and your companions, and it will act on whoever pulled it out of the bag's turn. And you can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its turn. So this is basically an additional animal, or an additional random animal party member that you now have that you can use 3 times per day.
Does it change every time you pull?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, you roll every time to see what you're pulling out. Yep. Yep. And there's 3 uses per day. It recharges at dawn.
I want to say to Narth and Alestra is that would appreciate if we would have your support in making a claim on the unfortunately we were things did not end well for what's his name?
Caleb.
And he died. And so basically the tavern, somebody's gonna burn or whatever. So it'd be a great favor in return if you would support our claim.
Yeah. He's going to. Narth is going to shake his head. I can't believe that Kalen would just rob us like that for the love of theater. He's going to certainly, if we can be of help in you acquiring the tavern. I don't know if he has any next of kin or anything like that who would have a claim on it before you, but if it comes to the town, certainly we can support you in that. I appreciate your assistance. And he's also going to say, oh, and that glaive. Let's take care of selling that. And he's going to look up his table of pricing. And find
While
out.
you're looking at that table, can you tell me how much I need to pay for a new dagger?
Yes, we can.
I totally didn't plant mine as evidence
All right,
of
so
justifying murder.
So a dagger is normally 2 gold pieces. You'll get a 10% discount on that.
So 18 silver.
18 silver. And then
I'll give them 2 gold. They could give me change.
all right, yeah, they do that. The glaive.
Could I attempt a persuasion on Narth to see if he could do them 10%?
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
I've been in town for a while helping him out. 10% seems a little meager for saving there.
And 2 very nice magic bags. I mean, let's not go crazy here,
But the bags were not him. They were from. Weren't they?
no, they were stolen from them. As like this is what their money was in these bags.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, well. Let's just see if we can fix that percentage at all.
Alrighty, yeah, we're wrapping up right
Alright,
now,
great.
Jake. So thanks a lot. We'll see you next week, Jake. All right, yeah, you're going to get. He'll raise it to a 20% discount. So take that off your dagger as well, Nank. For the glaive, he'll buy it from you for 20 gold, which accounts for the lowering in price and then that's a very good price for a glaive.
I'll take the 20 gold and I will split it 5 ways, so everybody gets 4 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll mark that on Coco's character sheet here. Excellent. Wow, Coco has a lot of gold. All right. Well, I think having solved the crime of what is going on here at the Lion Shield Coster, this is probably a good place to break for the day. And then next time, we can finish looking for that really nice bow that you might get. Mordecai, that might be a good thing for you, the long bow, unless somebody else wants it, potentially. If you can finish solving the disappearance of this dwarf guy. But that will have to wait until next time. Thank you all for playing today. Everyone in the stream, thanks for watching. As always, click the follow button. I really always appreciate if you do that. And we really enjoyed having you watching today. And we will see you Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. We play Storm King's Thunder, which is, or I'm sorry, it's not Storm King's Thunder. It's Tomb of Annihilation. Yeah, Tomb of Annihilation. Saturday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time. We're well into that. I believe next time the players are going to be descending deep into a kobold mine. Seen some of Nank's friends. They've already killed a bunch of them. And then on Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock a.m. Central, we play Storm King's Thunder, not Tomb of Annihilation, on Sunday mornings. You can catch us here every week doing that as well. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time. And players, thank you as always as well. All right, see you guys later.